Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for, a watch along and a bit of a super stream. Tonight, we have got Stoke City versus Bournemouth is the main event. But as you can see, ticking along the bottom there, plenty of other games. And we've got half a round in the Championship, half tonight, half tomorrow. And we've got all 12. They did this a couple of weeks ago, didn't they? League One fixtures tonight. So plenty for us to keep up on. With that being said, we will get into this fairly quickly. Let's just say some hellos. Charlie, Owen, Leeds 2021's there. Will, Hamza, Anir, Mr. E. Let's get right into it. And what we'll do... we'll do the shout outs and then we'll quickly go around the grounds and then we'll focus in on Stoke and Bournemouth for the rest of the night. So get your comments in as we go around, and we'll just have a look at the Championship lineups. We'll bung through the fixtures in League One, but we won't look at each and every game. In the Championship at Bramall Lane, we have, I think I need to press that button there. There we go. Sheffield United versus Millwall. Olsen in goal for the Blades. Bogle, Egan, Davis, Stevens, Fleck, Hurahan, no Norwood there. Gibbs White, McGoldrick does indeed start after his brilliant sub cameo on Saturday. Osborne, Billy Sharp for Millwall. Bialkowski, Ballard, Hutchison Cooper, Leonard Malone, Evans, Saville, Wallace, Bradshaw, and Ojo. Let me know your thoughts on either of those sides. Also tonight in the Championship, let's have a look and see who is lining up for Derby and Luton. At Pride Park, it is Derby versus Luton. It's also in goal for the Rams. Byrne, Jagielka, Davies, Buchanan, Bird, Shinnie, Josh Fiak, Morrison, Knight, and Lawrence. Up top for Luton, Sluga, Naismith, Bradley, Lockyer, Bell, Bree, and Panzu, Ray, Clark, Cornick, Adebayo. Again, thoughts in on any of these team selections. And if you're going to watch these games on the red button, do keep me on in the background and keep me updated what's going on as we focus on Bournemouth and Stoke, which we'll get to in a second. Let's have a look at QPR Blackburn, which has the air of a high scorer about it. Incoming 0-0 then. Dieng in goal for Rangers. Dicky Dunn, Barbe, McCallum, Adoma at right wing back. Interesting. Dazelle gets to start alongside Bull. I think Johansson suspended. Chair, Willock, and Dykes. For Blackburn, Kaminsky, Lenihan, Ayala, Van Heck, Pickering, Nyambe, Aidan, Travis, Clarkson, Butterworth, and Brereton. Diaz up top for Rovers. I think we've got a couple more, and then we'll just sort of run through in very broad terms what's going on in League One, and then we'll focus all the way in on our game here tonight, Stoke versus Bournemouth. There is Bristol City versus Nottingham Forest at Ashton Gate. Bentley in goal for Bristol City. Callas, Atkinson, Baker, De Silva and Tanner, Scott and James, Vyman, Martin and Wells all start. Don't have a good home record. Don't have many goals. I wonder if that can fix it for them. A couple more one more attacking player, maybe in a more central position. We'll find out. For Forest, Samba in goal, Worrell, Figueiredo, McKenna, Lowe, Spence, Garner, Yates, Zinkernagel, Johnson, and Graben. And I think that is indeed all the Championship games other than our game here. Let me double check. Have I done them all? Yes, I have. There appears actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, beg your pardon. There's only 5 in the Championship tonight. 7 tomorrow. Now, let's just quickly flash up the League One fixtures rather than going into infinite detail on any of those. We have Cambridge Wednesday, Charlton Stanley, Cheltenham Morecambe, Crewe Sunderland, Fleetwood Burton, Gillingham Doncaster, Lincoln Wimbledon, Oxford Shrewsbury, Plymouth Bolton. We'll be keeping a close eye if we can on Pompey versus Ipswich. Rotherham Wycombe is a battle of two big hitting League One sides, and Wigan MK to round out those fixtures. Get your thoughts in on anything we've said. Oscar, Fulham fan, hoping for a first loss for Bournemouth. Difficult task, as we'll get into. Stoke undefeated at home. Evening to Iain. Stephen, Hatters unchanged from Saturday. Not surprised. Good win for Luton on Saturday. Evening to Gavin as well. Keep us posted. Evening QPR for everyone. What's happening in the game you are watching? Clean sheet would be nice for a change tonight. Yeah, but I think there's more chance of it at home for QPR than away, looking at the numbers at the moment. But yeah, it would be a fine thing, wouldn't it? Right, here is our game that we are covering tonight. Before we go into that, I must, because I haven't already, just give a shout out to our fan sponsor for the watch-alongs, and he'll be at the Bet365 tonight. Luca Bentley. Football is nothing without fans. I'm nothing without football. Thank you to Luca for sponsoring us. Obviously set up by his father. I'm looking at the Bet365 now. I wonder if anyone can spot him in there. Thank you, Luca, and obviously Father Stephen for sorting that out. Right, here is your Stoke versus Bournemouth teams. This is the game we're going to be focusing on. Obviously, Bournemouth are top of the table with Stoke. I think, fifth they dropped to. Did they drop? Yeah, they must have, below Fulham at the weekend. But first and fifth, and Stoke do have that very good home record. And the age-old question asked by Richard Keys and Andy Gray, can they do it on a wet, windy night in Stoke? We're going to find that out about undefeated Bournemouth, who are going great guns. We would be hard pushed to criticise Scott Parker so far with his team undefeated and top of the table. Let's go through the Stoke 11 first. Adam Davies in goal. The back three, Wilmot, Suter and Chester. Ostigard was in there, but since Chester's returned, he tends to be favoured. Two good fullbacks, Smith and Timon, will get forward very nicely and have been contributing well for Stoke. In the midfield, no Vrancic in this one, no Sawyers either, interestingly enough. Klukas, Thompson and Allen. We'll see how that's configured. Perhaps Klukas will have a bit more license to move forward, and the other two will hold, with Allen probably pegged as the playmaker. We will see. Brown and Powell up front. Neither of them are really strikers, but both been on the score sheet. Powell all the time on the score sheet. In fact, Brown at the weekend at Sheffield United. Have a look at the bench, and one name's going to pop out. Bursic, but Sawyers, who we mentioned, Vrancic, who we mentioned, Surridge, Fletcher, and look there, number 10, Tyrese Campbell. We've been waiting for the longest time for him to come back. Stoke fans very excited to see him back, but there may be a sense he has to be eased in. We will see what job they've done in rehabilitating their key attacking player last season before that big injury. Looks like this is Michael O'Neill's 100th game as Stoke manager. Interesting. Coming up for a 43% win percentage if he wins tonight. There is your Bournemouth team, top of the league. Bournemouth, Trevor's in goal. Fullbacks are Stacey and Zamura. Both involved in goals, I think, at the weekend. Stacey crossing for the first for Jamal Lowe. And Zamura himself, who's had an excellent season, a young left-back, scoring the second. Kelly and Cahill, who has provided experience and temperament maybe there. In the central midfield, Lerma, Kilkenny and Billing. So no Pearson, but Kilkenny has looked good when he's been in there. And again, can they unleash Billing to get forward and join Solanke? When they do, he can be a jolly effective player, can't he? Speaking of Solanke, he plays number 9. He's going to be expecting to put on 15 to 20 goals this season if he can stay fit. To his right, Ryan Christie, who's looked decent, hasn't he? He's racking up the assists and the key passes since arriving from Scotland. And Jaden Anthony, who dovetails beautifully with Zemira down that left-hand side. On the bench for undefeated Bournemouth, Neeland, Mepham, Marcondes, Stanislas, Pearson, Rogers, and Lowe. And the reason I'm kind of stopping on each of their names, decent bench stat, all those guys probably would fancy themselves as first teamers in a top 6 championship team, and pretty much all of them have been. Well, apart from maybe Morgan Rogers there coming in this season on loan, but Jamal Lowe certainly was. With Swansea as well, Bournemouth making the playoffs last season. There's the table. A win for Bournemouth, they'd be at 31 points from 13 games. And the dullard likes of me are already counting. If you can get past 30, you're essentially about 45 points from the playoffs already with only 13 games to go. Here come the players out. We'll read your last comments. It is referee Whitestone tonight as the players trot out at the Bet365. Let's get some comments. Also, let me know which game you are watching tonight. Let's get our scroll on. Where do we start? Right, let's go from Owen here, who's going to be watching the Forest game for us. Keep in touch on that one. Charlie, also a Fulham fan, also hoping for a Parker loss. He's personalised it. He doesn't want a Bournemouth loss, he wants a Parker loss. There we go. Same difference. Of course. Chris. Oh, he's done it. He's bleeped it for me. Nice. I'll be reporting from Blades Mill, but can't promise it'll be clean after Saturday's show. Yes, keep us posted, Chris. Always good insight from you. What else are we saying here in the chat? Peanuts have to fancy Bournemouth tonight. It would be a flag in the ground for Bournemouth, wouldn't it? Because we think Stoke are good and we think Stoke away is a difficult game. So, yeah, if they can turn up here and win, if everyone's not stood up and taking notice already, they probably will. James, Stoke beat West Brom at home, but I think, there we go, went on Kevin and Perry there. Bournemouth will just edge it. Bradley agrees, Bournemouth to edge it tonight. And he's doing his math studies. Don't ask for my help on that, I'm terrible. But good luck, fella, with your math studies. I can add up the league table and the XG and do the projections. That's about it. No Robbie Brady yet. No Eugene. He's arrived yesterday on a free, presumably outside a contract there. I think that's a good deal, Eugene. Hamza, Bournemouth looking very solid. Not blowing teams away like Fulham, but can't seem losing many. Yeah, agreed. Jake. Hoping for my non-league club, I'm going to pronounce this right, Jake. Mask United to get through the FA Cup against Gateshead. Nice one. Matt Rotherham, Wickham. That does look like an intriguing League One tie as well. A couple more. Liam, Stoke undefeated. Fancy them on a cold, rainy night. There we go. Could go the other way. Stephen be happy with a point. I'm sure he's talking from a Luton perspective. Right. Let me know what you're watching. I'm assuming some of you'll be watching Champions League as well. If you're watching Bradford Hartlepool, you've already had a goal. Hartlepool have gone 1-0 up. We are just about ready to kick off. I went to the chiropractor today about my neck. So if you see me craning over there and not facing on properly, know that Ray, the chiropractor, is going to turn me off. The players, or those that choose to do so, take the knee in protest against all forms of discrimination. And we are ready to go. In fact, we have already kicked off Bournemouth in a kind of army camouflagey green looking kit. And they've already handed the ball over to Stoke. And Stoke are actually in behind. Into the box comes Brown. Brown hits the shot low and drags it past the post. What a start that would have been. Wasn't an easy chance for Jacob, not Jaden Brown. He got slipped in there by Klukas onside. It's just a bit cold, wasn't he? Travers lets that go actually around the post. No danger there. Keeper pulls his arms away, puffs out his cheeks and says to his defensive line, "What the hell are you doing? Why am I facing a shot after 30 seconds when we kicked off?" And you can see Gary Cahill now as the ball goes back to Travers just saying, "Slow down, stop, calm this down. Don't let them get up ahead of steam." Hartlepool lead against Bradford. Carlisle lead at Newport lower down. We'll obviously flash up the Championship and League One scores. Alex, teams are out at Bramall Lane. 4-4-2 versus a 3-4-3. Let us know how that one pans out, Alex. Maths competence has dipped alarmingly since changed from goal average. Mine's dipped since I left school, for God's sake. Good luck to Annie with his maths that he's on there. James, Bournemouth to win 2-1. You never know what will happen in the Championship. No, you don't. And there is Stephen inside the Bet365. I hope it's noisy in there. I hope you're not too cold, Stephen. And send all of our love to Luca, who I assume is sat right next to him. Thank you, as ever, for your support. Let me know interesting happenings in your game, any close chances or things you feel we should know there in the chat, and we'll try and share all of that info. James Chester's just taking his time to take a throw in. We're awaiting our first Championship goal. 5 Championship games tonight, 12 in League One. Keep your eye on Pompey versus Ipswich. I have high hopes and low expectations as ever. Difficult game for my lot tonight. Good luck, Stephen. Stoke, please win, says Charlie. I think a few fans of teams up the top are behind Stoke for selfish reasons tonight, right, Charlie? But there you go. That's the name of the game, isn't it? Yellow card, actually, for Gavin Kilkenny. Excuse me, I was reading the comments there. So if anyone's got any views on that one. But early yellow for the youngster in central midfield. You would think the wilier Stoke players, I'm talking about Klukas and Allen, will be trying to play on Kilkenny, who's got to play 88 minutes if he's going to finish the game here on a yellow card. Matt, Jacob Brown is great. So Zamira and Powell are going head-to-head there. Doesn't have that clinical touch. He was best on the wing at Barnsley. Yeah, I agree with you, actually, Matt. I think he would probably quite like to be maybe Tyrese Campbell coming in from one side and Brown coming in from the other behind another striker. But referee Whitestone, who's already got his yellow card out, is having a word with Jordan Zamira and Nick Powell. Powell tried to hold the ball up. He was offside. Zamira leaves a little one on him. Head-to-head. Both players just trying to goad the other one. Both of them ice cool there and not biting. Interesting. El Loco. Hey, Ben, top cunt as always. How's fatherhood treating me? Treating me very, very well. Thank you. We got a couple of goals in League One. Plymouth, who I think are top, aren't they, have taken the lead against Bolton. And I think someone smarted me up here. I think I saw Wimbledon had taken the lead. We'll just double check. There's one in the channel for Brown to chase. He's actually taken that off Lloyd Kelly, but he's run it out. No, he hasn't. It's a corner. Well played there, Brown. Lincoln 0, Wimbledon 1, Plymouth 1, Bolton 0. I wonder if there's a genuine promotion run here for Plymouth this season. They look very good. And Wimbledon take the lead against Lincoln, who are struggling very much compared to they were last season. Player finalists. In comes the corner. Big Suter up from the back. Couldn't quite get there. Smith tries to follow up. Missed kicks. Oh, silly pass by Smith. And now there's a big counter on. Here's Jaden Anthony on the left. And the Plymouth goal is just flashing up on my other screen. Really messy one. Might even be an own goal, that one. Although here comes Jack Stacey down the right, and he wins the corner for Bournemouth. I suspect a couple of the Stoke players will be having a little yell at Tommy Smith there. He just panicked as the ball broke from the corner. Bournemouth shouldn't have had the attack there, really. Lovely back heel by Dom Solanke to set up Stacey, who applauded that. Get your comments in a sec. The Plymouth goal scored by Brendan Galloway. Aaron Pressley has scored for Wimbledon, our first 2 goals. Corner to Bournemouth in this one. Gary Cahill's up. Phil Billings in there. Solanke, Lloyd Kelly. The corner right under the bar. Swirling around. Davies takes no chance. He just tips it back over his own bar. Yeah, it's going to hit the bar, I think. Just taps it back over for another corner. I'll get your comments in a sec, guys. Just see this one out. Dom Solanke's looking very focused in the middle. He's going to try and find some space, being marked by Wilmot. Here is Anthony. Knocks it back. Stacey crosses in right-footed. Good header cleared by Chester. Stoke defence pushes out. It's knocked out wide. Here is Solanke. Up in the air it goes again. Jeff Lerma's under it. And out it goes for a throw, which Zamura is going to take. Excuse me, I might have called Lerma Zamura a minute ago. And when I was referring to someone keeping their cool. I would have been a bit more surprised if I'd have figured out that was Lerma. Right, sorry. Let's try and get in your comments here. Oh, it's gone to the back post here for Stacey. Tries to bring it down. Unlucky. Difficult one to control. Goal kick. Right. Barnabas, why are you not broadcasting Ipswich? I'm sorry, Barnabas. We're going to let Blue Monday podcast do that tonight. I won't compete against my own podcast. So they're going to pick that up with the post game there. So that's why we don't do Ipswich. We keep this championship corner to Luton. So says Stephen, that's probably been and gone now because Common went up a few minutes ago. Alistair supporting Cherries tonight. If Stoke lose, Reading can get into those playoffs. Samira has been great all season, says Joel. Yes, he has. What happened to that Seamer lad? I don't know. He's not on the bench. Is he? Leeds 2021 has forgotten his championship predictor. That's no good. Charlton 0, Accrington Stanley 1. God, what has happened to Nigel Adkins, who should be more than good enough at League One level at a club the size of Charlton? But they are very much languishing, the Addicts. And yeah, I want to patronise Accrington Stanley, who are very capable League One level side, aren't they? But Charlton's still in the bottom 3, and they are behind in their 13th game now and still in the bottom 3. Fed back into Cahill at centre-back. Let me just go through a few more comments here, guys. Oscar, all the best. Yeah, catch you later, matey. Thanks for popping in. John, Wickham coming out of the block strong again. Keep us posted. It'd be interesting to know what's happening there, John. Wickham and Rotherham. Eugene, yeah, Wimbledon lead. Loco, good luck to Ipswich tonight. I think they'll need it down on the south coast. Harry Pell is the goal scorer for Accrington. James, Plymouth really surprised me so far. You're not the only one. They're doing fantastically, aren't they? They're leading as well tonight. Plymouth, they're going to go on to 29 points from 14 games, 2 points per game club for sure. And there you go, Wenlock, totally agree. If any championship manager jobs are up for grabs, Ryan Lowe will be in contention. Yes, he will. Remember, Chris Wilder is still out there and Eddie Howe is still out there. I wonder if they want to go higher. Here comes the Accrington goal. Oh, what a beauty. Nigel Adkins isn't to blame for that one, is he? Pell smashes a free kick into the top corner. Tremendous goal for Stanley. Smith's 86. Scrappy game between Blackburn and Rangers. Neither team can keep hold of the ball so far. Bournemouth's kit, you can't see it. It is fairly close to the pitch colour. I do have to agree there. Who said that? Alistair. Yeah, he's off to watch Atletico versus Liverpool. Keep me posted on that. Right, let's get a bit of commentary on this one. Here's Zamura coming inside from left back. Anthony slips it inside with his right foot. Solanke to Billing. And Tommy Smith came across to cover that, and I think Zamira just caught him. Looked dangerous for a second. As I said when we were reading the teams out, if and when Bournemouth get Billing close to Solanke, up into sort of more of a 10 position than an 8, they're very good partnership, those two, Billing and Solanke. What are we saying here? Jacob, love Bournemouth, but watching the Oxford game right now. My girlfriend's family's from Oxford. There we go. Oxford and Shrewsbury. Let me know. Now we have a championship goal. Little bit of a surprise, actually. Sheffield United 0, Millwall 1. Millwall have the lead. Blades 0, Millwall 1. I know they're quite close in the table, but from everything I've heard from both sets of fans, probably a little bit of surprise. We'll have a look and see if Jules gives us that goal on Sky Sports News. Yet they've gone to Neil Lennon. Stoke just playing out from the back. So I'm just going to avert my gaze over there. It's played down the right-hand side. Wallace swings the cross in. Oh, it's a bit of a fluke, that one. Very poor goalkeeping by Ulson. And Jed Wallace, I think, would probably even admit, we'll get a good look at it now in the replay, that looks like a mishit cross to me. He looks up. He drifts it in with pace. Bradshaw's in there. Let's have one more look. That's a cross. Jed Wallace, well, you tell me, cross or goal. I'm team cross on that one, but Millwall fans won't care. Blades 0, Millwall 1. When Ronaldinho did it, you could believe it was a shot, couldn't you? But yeah, I'm calling cross on that one. Again, Millwall fans will not care. Sheffield United 0, Millwall 1. Here's Anthony, left-hand side of the box. Bournemouth starting to get a foothold in this one. Anthony still holds on to it. Billing Zamira. Zamira steps inside, all comfortable on the ball. Lerma, Anthony. Is there a cross forthcoming? Not yet. Slid inside from Kilkenny. Lerma to Billing down the left-hand side. He goes to cross and it's blocked out. Corner. Let's have a look. Let's try and get some comments here. Liam, gut tells me Eddie Howe won't want a job unless it's Bournemouth back in the Premier League. And yes, Eddie Howe talking to Newcastle. Interesting. Newcastle should go for Hodgson till the end of the season. I think Danny Murphy agrees with you from what I saw. Short corner. I'll come to more comments in just a second. Keep them coming, guys. Out to the edge of the box. That was Jack Stacey, I think, drilled the shot low. Straight at the keeper. Let's have a look. Accrington 10 from 1 point off the playoffs. They are incredible, actually, Accrington. I've been there and seen Ipswich lose as well. They just know what they're doing. Play their size very well, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. There's a Mill. He knows I'll do it. Well done, Mill. Jesus Christ, says Callum. I don't know whether he's talking about the Jed Wallace goal there. Barnabas, love our watch along, bro, all the way in South Africa. Come on, my Ipswich. There we go. We're massive, eh? South African fans. Plymouth have gone 2-0 up. They're so good, Plymouth, aren't they? Brilliant side in League One. They're 2-0 up. I think, have they forced another corner? I think it's Timon going down the left-hand side. Stacey slid in. We must just update that. So, yeah, Plymouth have gone 2-0 up, heading towards, I think, 29 points from 14 games. And top of the league. Well done, Ryan Lowe, who I agree with the comments, is getting more and more highly rated as the seasons go long. Daryl, cross all day long, but no more than we deserved. I think that's from a Blades point of view. Big header out by Cahill and cleared from the corner. Reliable source. Eddie Howe is taking another year unless Newcastle or Arsenal come calling. Interesting. Currently investing in housing. Nice work if you can get it. All that footy money. Connor Grant is the scorer of the second Plymouth goal. I think we're going to get to see it. Short corner to the edge of the box. Is he going to drill it? Yes, he is. Left-footed. Nice finish by Grant. Low into the corner. Connor Grant once on loan for a very short time at Ipswich Town. Of course, he was. Game is a slow burner. Yeah, I think I agree, Owen. Although Ben Wilmot, under not much duress there, has just conceded a corner. He's got good hair, Wilmot, but that wasn't the greatest bit of play you'll ever see. 15 gone corner, Bournemouth. They'll be very frustrated were they to concede from this one. It's gone short to Kilkenny. Kilkenny knocks it into Stacey. They did this on the last corner. Stacey goes across. I think it's Krissy drills it with the left foot, hit his own man. I think it hit Jeff Lerma. Anthony, 1v1 with Powell, I think. In comes the cross. Cleared as far as Kilkenny. Stands on the ball. Nice work by him. Zamira. He shields that from Brown. Powell nicks in. Doesn't win it. Zamira's still got it. And he tries to slide it in to Solanke. Just behind him. It's very kind of tight and fine margins, this game. Not quite there for either side yet. Agree with the comment of it being a slow burner. Corner QPR, awful again. There we go. We'll move on from there. Malone and Ojo link up. Malone fires over. Millwall leading in that one, remember as well. Interesting top 7 in League 2. Accrington, Luton, Wickham, Exeter, Notts County, Coventry, Lincoln. Fantastic. A few of those have done well. Haven't they indeed? Sutton United 0, Swindon 1. Those that like that sort of thing will like that. Swindon lead against Sutton. I'm getting information here that Forest have taken the lead. I'm not seeing it on my screen, so I'll keep my powder dry. Throw in to Bournemouth down the right. Louis Reed is the goal scorer for Swindon. The throw-in goes in, nodded back, and Wilmot picks it up. I think I'm calling fake news in the chat there. I'm still not hearing about any goal for Nottingham Forest. Nottingham. And Stoke might have a counter on. There, Thompson tried to get on the end of it. Just second to it, and it was won by Bournemouth, and they've cleared it down the ground. Hopefully we're all up to date on all of the scores. Here is Krissy. Nice little slide down the line. Stacey crosses it in. Bang! Ooh. I thought he's going to score another one arriving onto the play there. He thinks he might have been fouled, as you can probably ascertain. Billing sticks that one wide. Best chance of the game. Some credit needs to go to Joe Allen there, following in. It's good work by Krissy, slid it down the line, cut back by Stacey, and Billing slides it just wide. Goal kick to Stoke. Saville and Evans giving Fleck and Hurahan no time to settle. Can we keep this tempo up? Well, we will find out. Let me know if anyone's watching Champions League as well. I think Liverpool have just kicked off at Atletico. Cambridge 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. My lot Ipswich drawing at Cambridge at the weekend. Do I feel slightly better about that now Wednesday are behind at the Abbey? Who knows? Cambridge 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Lerma tries to find Anthony. Good hold by him. There's one in the channel for Zamira to chase. I don't think he's going to make it. No, it just heads out of play. We got a goal in the Championship. And it is Derby 1, Luton Town 0. We've said it so many times. Derby, chaos off the pitch. On the pitch, they'd be halfway up the table. And as things stand, they're headed for a 3-pointer here. I'll look at the far screen here, and we're going to see the goal. Luton are in possession at the back. I think it's Jason Knight wins it back. Tom Lawrence touch out of his feet and drills it low with his right foot into the corner. Luton will be disappointed with that because they were dispossessed high up the pitch. But Darby are hard to score against and undefeated at home. I think they are undefeated, aren't they, at home? Could they be taking a 3-pointer in this one? Darby 1, Luton 0. Tom Lawrence. I haven't updated this to say Stoke 0, Bournemouth 0, and it's a throw into Stoke down the right. George Williams was the goal scorer for Cambridge. Ooh, ouch. Referee Whitestone is just sending Jacob Brown off, presumably to get this cut plastered and glued up. He's bleeding just from his left temple. Go figure, Cambridge scored from a corner. Decent goal, actually, into the near post. And, George Williams, little stooping header. Oh, big goal at the top of League One. Wigan 1, MK Dons 0. I will check the live league table. Yeah, that puts Wigan second. And although Plymouth are 2-0 up, so they're probably not going top tonight, Wigan. But they lead 1-0. Wigan 1, MK Dons 0. Here comes Stoke on the attack. Remember, they're down to 10. Brown's getting that cut treated. Klukas surely offside there, wasn't he? No. Thompson's down as well for Stoke, writhing around. Now, I don't know whether the attack's going to stop. They've won a corner. Could end up down to 9. Right. Charlie White is the goal scorer for Wigan. And hashtag I could have scored that one. Slipped across by Will Keane by the look of it. And Charlie White taps in. Sorry, it's Nick Powell who's down, not Thompson. And he looks in a bit of pain, actually, Nick Powell. We've got 2 players injured at the moment, Stoke. And this might give me a minute to go in to the comments. Go on, Cambridge. They lead. John, I was in Cambridge the other night, actually. FFS, Luton mistake. Darby score from Lawrence. Poor play from the town. Agreed. Derby a class. There's certainly some argument that they're certainly nowhere near as bad as we thought they were going to be. But imagine when Bielik is back. Absolutely. Adkins is gone. Says Plucky. Yeah, Charlton are behind tonight. Limbs at Derby. Indeed. Rooney to Newcastle. We've seen those links. Goal for Wigan. And Charlie White, last season's League One top scorer for Sunderland, who is now at Wigan, has scored. Atletico 0, Liverpool 1 in the Champions League. And I had the pleasure of seeing Liverpool in the flesh at the weekend. And I assume on the basis of what I saw, Mohamed Salah has probably scored that goal, but we'll find out because he was ludicrously good. 23:30 on the clock. The camera is on Tyrese Campbell. Nick Powell is limping away to the side, feeling his left shin by the look of it. Mario Vrancic is warming up. You'd expect, given how long Campbell's been out, that they'd probably go for Vrancic over him first. We just talked about Sunderland, weren't we? Crew 0, Sunderland 1. And yeah, go figure. Mo Salah has scored. And a strong argument this week. The greatest player in the world at the moment, Mo Salah. Not Nick Powell, who I think might be done. I hope that's not a bad injury. Terrell Thomas' own goal gives Sunderland the lead against Crew. And I think we are all caught up. PSG 1. Red Bull Leipzig 0. Ajax 1. Dortmund 0. Some of the big boys are leading. And from the big boys, we go Cheltenham 1. Morecambe 0. 2 promoted teams from League 2 and League 1 now. Both doing all right, actually. Cheltenham lead in that one. Matt, as a Barnsley fan, that Cambridge goal is the first thing I've cheered for a long time. Well, there we go. Salah is on red hot fire. How can anyone stop him? With great difficulty. QPR struggling to break down Blackburn at the moment. Look organised and playing on the counter. Never a good thing. Got to bide their time. Mario Vrancic, as we suspected, is just sorting out his shin pads. Nick Powell's back on. Interesting. So I think, or is he just going to be a placeholder for, risky that, isn't it, for the next 90 seconds while Vrancic gets ready? Did Jacob Brown come back on? Liam Sercombe is the goal scorer for Cheltenham. A big boot down the ground by Harry Suter, which Zamura will grab. Yeah, Brown is back on, so I'm guessing Vrancic is about to come on for Powell. Here comes that. Oh, no. Oh, look away now. Terrell Thomas. Horrible own goal for the Crew defender against Sunderland. Yeah, Nick Powell, I don't know why they sent him back on. He's gone down again, poor fella. Take the poor guy off. I think he wanted to try and keep going. I hope that's not a bad one. Michael O'Neill looks on wistfully, hoping that Nick Powell's okay. Oh, yeah, you can see he just slid in and he put his weight forward and his ankle dragged behind him there. He's probably just rolled his ankle, which is probably the ligaments on the outside of his ankle. So I think Powell's stepping out and Vrancic will be stepping in. And I guess we'll just play in a free roll off Brown. Powell's walking off, so hopefully that's good news. Newport 1, Carlisle 1. Telford, the goal scorer. And we're probably going to get a bit of stoppage time at half-time, I reckon. Yeah, that's been confirmed now. So Powell out, Vrancic in. Not sure why Vrancic wasn't starting this one. Maybe just a bit of a rest. I don't know. He's been very good for them. UEFA have given the goal to Milner. You can still find him. Dickey potentially injured. Not good news there. Either. Some of our championship stars here. Nick Powell, Rob Dickey. Don't want to see these players. We don't see any players getting hurt, but a couple of important players for their sides. Here is Zamura. Zamura knocks that onto Anthony, gets it back inside. Lerma. Stacey's going to cross that left-footed. Nice looking delivery there. Again, trying to get Billing in the box alongside Solanke, but it's an in-swinger. Easy gather. In the end, for Davies in goal. 28-25 gone. Let me know if you are watching this one on Sky. I know we've got people watching all sorts of games and you want a time sync. A bit more of a super stream this one than a watch along, but we'll try and keep up with as much as we can. 2-0 Liverpool. There we go. Keita, Atletico, getting ripped to pieces. McGoldrick, big chance, one-on-one. Good save, Bart. It's the most Ipswich comment ever, that. McGoldrick and Bialkowski there. Newport 2, Carlisle 1. Oh, Jack's off to Swansea tomorrow. How long's that going to take from West Brom? Jack will be covering that one on the channel here. Looking forward to that. Should be a good game. Anthony, nice one out to Christie. Christie knocks it on. Lerma. Lerma goes to make the cross, and Suter. He's in terms of head it, kick it stuff. He is a quality defender, isn't he? Just slides in and blocks out Lerma perfectly fairly, but takes Lerma over the line with him. Charlton 1, Accrington 1. Charlton have equalised in League One. They were in the bottom three when they were behind. I assume they're probably still there. Just adding 1 point on from the 0 we had them at. Corner Bournemouth. In it comes left-footed from Christie, punched by Davis. Suter was just in front of him. Christie again. Brown blocks his cross. And Krissy fouls Brown. And Swindon go 2-0 up against Sutton. Krissy argues with the linesman. He knows that was a foul, doesn't he? Brown just getting ahead of him. And just catches him there at the second attempt, really. Liverpool on revenge after Atletico dumped them out. God, I remember that game very, very well. That was literally the last thing that happened in the country, wasn't it? Well, no, I did have that horse racing meeting before everything went mad for COVID. I remember I was working down in Reading. Remember listening to that on the way back on the radio. Harrogate 0, Tranmere 1, Newport 2, Carlisle 1. Thanks, Eugene. 30 minutes gone in this one. Vrancic just kicks the ball quite cleverly, actually, against referee Whitestone, because they'd probably lost control of that. Stoke. A couple of goals just flashed up quickly. Wigan 1, MK 1, equaliser for MK. And Sunderland have gone 2-0 up against Crewe. So good moment for Sunderland there. Up in the top 6 in League One, all of those teams. Sunderland, as of that MK equaliser, are level on points now with Wigan. Bournemouth have the ball. With Jack Stacey knocks it back in to Travers in goal, who goes long. Ross Stewart was the goal scorer for Sunderland. By the way, they lead 2-0 against Crewe. Another one just flashed up there. Mansfield 0, Port Vale 1. Wilmot, nice ball out wide. Smith tries to feed that one up the line early, looking for Klukas. And it looks as though Stoke are a little bit more 3-4-3 than they were 3-5-2 with Powell and Brown on. Looks like Vrancic is going to kind of play forward left midfield, Klukas forward right midfield. So just a little rejig. They've still got a sturdy double pivot there in Thompson and Allen in central midfield. Little tweak for Scott Parker to have a think about there. Blades getting into the game now. You look at their team on paper, quality in every position and on the bench as well, Alex. Here comes that equaliser for MK. Peter Kioso. It's on loan from Luton, I think, isn't he? And apparently Luton have made a double change already in only the 33rd or 32nd or 34th minute. Goodness me. Can't be going well there. There's one over the top. Klukas chases. Kelly nods away. Brown picks it up and knocks it back. Timon. Oh, Vrancic. Nice little feed by Vrancic. Here's Brown. Brown into the box, tries to cut it back. There's the quality of Vrancic. At this level, he can see a pass that other players just can't. And that was a really clever ball by Mario Vrancic. The corner's not been taken yet. Nice little one first time. Brown was onside. We're just in the replay. Good cover by Jeff Lerma. Very tactical, the Luton sub. Kioso, one to watch, says Peanuts took that goal very well. Fleetwood 0, Burton 1. Fleetwood go behind to Jimmy Floyd and Burton, Simon Grayson's side. There, corner. Oh, there's a chance for Forest on the other screen, hitting the post there. Vrancic going to take this left-footed. Here comes the corner. It's gone short to Timon. In it goes to the near post. Travers, unconvincing Chester challenges. Goal kick. Pretty well-worked corner there. Took it short. Got a different angle. As I say, Travers didn't look massively convincing in the goal there. As Timon crosses it in. Cahill just getting in the way there, and in a good way, obviously, and heading it up in the air. In the end, it goes safe off Chester's head. Oh, crikey. Accrington there. If that was Harry Pell again, hitting the bar from another free kick, could have had a Sinisa Mihailovic been on for the free kick hat-trick there if that one had flown in. Unlucky. There's one into the channel for Bournemouth for Jaden Anthony to chase. Completely overhit. He gives it the thumbs up. He knows it was a pretty crappy pass. Johnson hits the post. Unlucky there. Forest nearly taking the lead. Nappers won't be happy. He will not. And it's the Nappers Bloom Derby on Saturday. Ipswich versus Fleetwood. Gibbs with a shocker of a tackle on Cooper. Ouch. And Atletico have scored. Koke, who we saw in the Euros, didn't we? Burton looking like promotion contenders again. Going to be hard for them, Matt, isn't it? So many, quote, bigger, more resource teams there. But like Accrington, Burton certainly punch their weight, don't they? Goodness me. Correction, Griezmann, who we also saw in the Euros. There you go. I could have made the same comment, whoever the player was. Anthony tries to feed that one onto Solanke. It's broken back for Lerma on halfway. Lerma to Kelly. Kelly to Zamura. Bournemouth, I'd say, territory-wise. Honestly, there's not much in this game, but it just feels like Stoke's advances have been a bit more fleeting. Possession 53-47 in Bournemouth's favour. Not much in it at all, to be honest. Cheltenham 1, Morecambe 1. Odds on that being Cole Stockton again? We will wait and find out. He seems to score every week, doesn't he? The Morecambe striker. What a great player. Klukas chasing down, ball over the top there. Cleared by Travers. Oh, crikey. Wigan 1, MK Dons 2. That's a turn up and a turn around as well. They were behind MK and now they lead. Brilliant stuff by MK Dons. They're 2-1 up against high-flying Wigan Athletic. Oxford 1, Shrewsbury 0. No, I take that back. Quickly scrubbed off by the goal app I'm using. Here's Stacey. Stacey puts the cross up to the back post. Oh, I thought Anthony was going to get on the end of that. Smith managed just to header it away. Solanke on the left wing. Solanke tries to feed through. And Mo Isa, we just seen, is the goal scorer, who's put MK 2-1 up against Wigan. Adam Phillips from Morecambe. Phillips on loan from Burnley. Yeah, Oxford, no goal. Yep. I did turn on that one fairly quickly. Hurahan off for Ndiaye. Interesting. Stoke coming forward down the left. Cross comes in. It deflects off Lerma, who's been in the right place at the right time a few times this game so far. There's a Klukas with the cross. Lerma does well and the ball gets a bit of luck, but his positioning's good and the ball bounces back. Oh, there's an interesting one. Bristol City 1, Nottingham Forest 0. The last thing we saw was Forest hitting the post. Bristol City, who are dreadful at home, have the lead. And we will await details on that one. And in these midweek streams, we get to see these goals as they go in, which is more fun than Saturday. I'll just hold my fire because Christie's forward. He knocks that one inside. Billing tries to guide the shot forward. Here's Kilkenny. Kilkenny drives the shot. Easy catch for Adam Davies. That's actually gone down the MK goal as a Darikwa own goal. Darikwa, the ex-Forest fullback. And speaking of Forest, the guy who scored against them is Alex Scott, the youngster for Bristol City. And here comes the goal. Cleared down the ground. There's the flick on by Martin. Wells chases it on. Parry from Sandbar. Right place, right time. Alex Scott sticks it in the back of the net. Steve Cooper won't be happy with that one. Big goal kick. Flick on, shot, follow-up, goal. What did Big Sam used to say? 90% of goals, the move is only 3 passes or less or something. Well, there you go. That was one of them. And Bristol City have the lead at home, looking for a rare 3 points at Ashton Gate. Yeah. Someone tell Annie. Alex Scott, the commentator. No, but she was apparently a bit of a goal machine. Right, everybody stay calm. Pompey 0, Ipswich 1. Now, we know this season that means absolutely diddly squat in terms of the outcome of the game, because Ipswich have led in most of their games. But Pompey 0, Ipswich 1, 4 minutes before half time. Ball from Sambro again. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable argument. Wenlock pushed it right back into the middle there, didn't he? And Scott finishes. There you go, Annie. Get in. Can they hold on to it? Jacob, I love the solidity. Cahill brings calmness. Yeah. Remember when John Terry played that season for Aston Villa? It's nice to have one of these elite level centre halves come down. And I'm not saying, of course, John Terry was a different level to everybody else, but Gary Cahill certainly an excellent player up in the Premier League for many, many years. Corner to Stoke, and we're about to see the Ipswich goal. What's going on here? Oh, my God, will you look at that? Oh, Macaulay Bonner scored, but it is a horrific goal for the Portsmouth keeper. He just gets caught in possession. Bond takes it off him, takes it back round him and sticks it in the net. Absolutely dreadful goal from a Pompey point of view there. Goodness me. 1 touch, 2 touch. Comes back inside, wants it on his right foot, then tries to turn back. And Bond just takes it off him. And in the form Macaulay Bond's been in, don't man like that. And Ipswich have the lead. Worth. Bond is absolute flames, isn't he? Just. Can we finally win at home? Good luck. You're halfway there, Annie. They've got the lead. My son and friends are watching the Ipswich game. Hope they enjoy it. No, I don't. I just hope Ipswich win. There you go. How are the ex-West Brom contingent doing at Ipswich? Well, Kyle Edwards particularly, everyone got very, very excited about. Raheem Harper has played less so, I have to say. But I'm sure we'll see more of him. 2 mistakes by their goalie in 2 games for Pompey. Not good. Bazunu made a big mistake when I watched for Smith's goal on Saturday. Well, there you go. Pompey have lost the plot. Missed chance for promotion. Now I need to hit the reset. Blades pen. Keep an eye on that one. Maybe an incoming goal at Bramall Lane. They've gone to Neil Lennon. Thanks for the heads up, Alex. Still 0-0 Stoke, Bournemouth. And they have scored Sheffield United. It is 1-1. I'm guessing if it was a penalty, Billy Sharp has scored for the Blades. Looked like John Fleck got taken down. And yeah, here's the pen. Are we going to see it? No, we're not. We've seen Billy Sharp score a penalty before. We'll probably see him score a penalty again. Let's flash that one up. Blades 1, Mill 1. in the Championship. An equaliser for Sheffield United. Sharp, the evergreen Billy Sharp. The year is 2050 and Billy Sharp is still scoring in the Championship. Hey, I'd love Billy Sharp in my team. Got a lot of sets of fans have said that over the years. Blades level. Into stoppage time. Stoke 0, Bournemouth 0. Whoever said this one was a slow burner in the chat was right. Here is Zemura. Knocks that one inside to Kelly. Kelly back to Zemura. We're into stoppage time. 50 seconds played. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Lots of half times coming in. Kelly, youngest captain in the Championship at 23 and played every minute this season. I have a mate who's quite good at identifying good young players. And I remember the first time he saw Kelly for Bristol City against Ipswich, he said, that guy's a player. And then he went for a ton of money afterwards. Throw in to Bournemouth, Zemura. Billing thought he'd won a throw-in, but Smith looks like he's knocked it off Billing. I think both sides are very much happy to go in 0-0 now at half-time and figure out their second-half strategy. Wilmot throws it in. The aforementioned Kelly knocks that back home. Travers goes long. 2 minutes of the stoppage time played now. Here's Billing trying to run through the middle. Good defending by Wilmot there. Just stretches out his leg. Hooks it back over the shoulder. Over my shoulder. Here's Anthony on the left. About 40 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. Just hit that over Ryan Christie's head. And he couldn't control it. And I would think that's us set now for half-time. I think Stoke will get this down the ground. And it's going to be 0-0 at half-time. Anthony, with the right foot there, just hits that, or overhits that rather, over the head of Christie. Thrown down the line. Headed out. And we will reflect on half-times in just a second. And it is half-time here. Stoke 0, Bournemouth 0. Get me your comments in. Questions. Excuse me. It's not recurring. Get your reflections in. Edin Dzeko has scored for Inter. You can still find him. Get your reflections in on half-time, your comments, etc., etc. This one, yeah, again, I'll go back to the comment that said slow burner. Only 2 shots on target and not really a lot doing. That would have Bournemouth edging it. 52-48 would have Bournemouth edging it. We're talking very, very slightly, though. 5 corners apiece. Shots inside the box go Stoke's favour, but, you know, really, we're clutching at straws to argue anything's really happened in this one. Low on the passes as well, fairly even, 204 to 226. He did get a yellow card early to kill Kenny, and obviously you can see there Nick Powell going out injured. But the attack momentum graph, I mean, it's got some big swoops down for Bournemouth, but then some fairly long periods of inactivity. Let's call it a fair enough 0-0, and we'll see how the second half pans out. Atletico 2, Liverpool 2. That scamp Griezmann has scored again. He's on a hat-trick already. Showing Salah how it's done, perhaps. Right, let's have a little look in the Championship, see how everything's going. Get your comments in, and we will see the state of play at half-time in these ones. Let's go to Bristol City and Forest. And the lead is with Bristol City and Alex Scott after that 39th minute goal. Just scanning those numbers. Look at that. 3 big chances to 0. Revealing one there that gives some credence to the viability of Bristol City's lead there. Nigh on 60% possession for Forest. But look, 2 shots on target apiece. 3 corners to Forest. But that big chance count will worry Steve Cooper. You would have thought. Bristol City lead. They don't do well at home. Let's move on. And we'll go to QPR, who are 0-0 with Blackburn. It looks like the numbers are telling us QPR on top in the first half. Yeah. 68-32 on the possession to QPR. 6 shots to 2. No shots on target for Rovers. Only 1 for QPR, though. 1 corner apiece. So you'd have QPR edging that one, but neither side creating a vast amount by the looks of things. As we always say, we add the caveat because people get very grumpy about this. If you go completely purely on the numbers, and you don't have to do that. And remember, I cannot watch every minute of every game, so we do rely on input from people who do. And that's okay. Derby 1, Luton 0. No shots on target for Luton. 1 big chance to 0. Which would be the goal. 6 shots to 3. Looks like Derby reasonably good value. And as we were told in the chat, look, a double sub on 31 minutes. Musgrave and Onyedinma in for Naismith and Clark. So it looks like Nathan Jones was not happy coming up to that half an hour mark. And he rings the changes. Who else do we need to look at? Derby 1, Luton 0. Let's talk Sheffield United and Millwall, where it's 1-1. Jed Wallace fortuitously, I thought, it looked like a cross to me, gave Millwall the lead. Only he can correct me on that one, and I still might not believe him. 2 big chances to 0. Obviously, there's a penalty in the bargain for Sheffield United there. 61 on the possession, 5 shots to 3. They possibly edged it looking at the numbers, but 1-1 is the score as we go into the second half. And I think I've done all of the championship games there for us. We'll go to comments in just a sec. So as things stand, Bournemouth will put another point on. I'm sure West Brom and Fulham will be more than happy if Bournemouth just don't win. And they can try and put a dent in that lead tomorrow. Stoke in 5th place with that good home record. They're in 5th. Huddersfield obviously play tomorrow. So not much danger looking at everything. You can see Reading there on 19. Could catch them tomorrow as well. QPR are level. And they'll look at this as a home game, as an opportunity to get onto 21 there and head into the top 6 with Huddersfield playing tomorrow night. See what transpires in the second half. Look at that. Bristol City will be going up to 8th place if they win tonight. They'll take that, considering how bad they've been at home. But they've got a very good away record, Bristol City, which is propping up that 8th place. Could be a first home win, though, for the Robins. Blackburn are level at QPR. I can see they're in 10th place. But it looks like QPR were on top, according to the numbers. Luton are behind at Derby. And there's a chance either of those 2 teams behind there, in this instance, Sheffield United and Millwall, who play each other, can overtake Luton today. Luton holding on to that top half spot. They could do with an equaliser, though. Would help them there. Forest are behind. Have they been behind under Steve Cooper yet? Someone check the numbers. I'm not sure they have they? Someone will tell me if they have. But Forest are behind as it stands. And look at that brilliant run they're on. Derby, look at them right down the bottom. Look, if you to add 12 points on to Derby, they would be just behind Blackburn. They'd be in 11th place on 18 points. He's done a good job, Wayne Rooney, this season. I promise we'll get to your comments in just a sec. I don't know why I'm going to do this to myself with Ipswich winning and Very, very good at throwing away. Surrendering, I don't like that term, throwing away leads this season, but I'm going to do it anyway. Here is your current League One state of play. Cambridge 1, Wednesday 0, Charlton 1, Stanley 1, Cheltenham 1, Morecambe 1, Crewe 0, Sunderland 2, Fleetwood 0, Burton 1, Gills 0, Donny 0, Lincoln 0, Wimbledon 1, Oxford 0, Shrews 0, Plymouth 2, Bolton 0, Pompey 0, Ipswich 1. Don't get too excited, everybody. Rotherham 0, Wickham 0, Wigan 1, MK 2. So a little look at the live league table. And I can't help do it, but Ipswich watch first. They would be up to 11th if they were to win tonight at Pompey. Again, a pessimist is never disappointed. Do not hold your breath. Ipswich have been ahead many times. Plymouth and Sunderland both leading, looking good for first and second. Wickham, if they were to take the lead, would go on to 29 points, but they are playing Rotherham. Difficult game. Wigan were leading, and they're now behind against MK. Take a look at Charlton down there, a big side, level against Stanley, and in the bottom three at 13 games. That should just about have rounded everything up. Let's have a look at your comments. See what we are saying. I'll scroll right up. Big goal for Scunthorpe, says Matt. Hope they don't go to non-league. Wasn't Paul Hurst at Scunthorpe? I think he might be at Grimsby now. Billet filling. That's a spoonerism, a Sloydian frip, maybe. The only club Sharp has been rubbish for was Reading. See also Mate Vidra. There we go. Wasn't he at Leeds? I don't know if he was any good at Leeds, was he? Anything for a Benjamin Bloom stream. Absolutely. You got Bristol City winning as well. And Eric gets better, hey? Barnabas. Sianda Nogwebu. Sorry if I butchered that name. We are 1-0 up. Come on, Ipswich from South Africa. You love to see it. Halftime here, Alex. Fair play to Yok. His subs impact games. Yok. Nice. Billing v. Smith. Brings a tear to my eye, hey? Another place, another time, Alfonso. Half-time at Pride Park, 1-0. Bless you, Gesundheit. There we go. Nathan Jones doesn't look very happy. No, I can't imagine a happy manager would make a double sub at 31 minutes, Stephen, so I think you're probably right there. Hamza with his West Brom hat on. If it stays like this, I'm happy. There we go. Owen, how's hit the post? Not a big chance. It doesn't matter how close the chance goes. What you're looking at is the distance from goal and the angle. So you'd be surprised. A lot of chances that we think look easy are, according to the probability, not as big as they think. It was indeed, Hamza, a small chance reasonably executed. A medium chance probably rather than a small chance. But if you really wanted, go on. Shall I do it for you? I can tell you exactly what probability that chance was. And I'm really nerding out, but I think it's a good question by Owen. So I am going to bring it up and I will tell you if I can get this shot map up, stats, maps, and I'll be able to tell you imminently. This is great YouTubing, isn't it? Is that the one? Brennan Johnson, probability 10%. So according to the thousands and thousands of bits of data that Boffins have analysed, only 10% of shots from that position on the pitch in that situation go in. But there you go. Lies, damn lies and statistics. Chris. Blades 1, Mill 1. Home side very slow to get going and Jed's cross shot. That's kind. Chris gave us an early lead. Failed to make the best of several promising moments. Clumsy challenge by Malone. Penalty, no arguments there. I can never say Mike's name, so I'll just call him Mike. Hopefully Campbell can bring us in the game in an attacking sense. I can't wait to see him. Well, our expectations are too high. We're expecting him to just be brilliant again. Millwall going for the draw record, of course. Gary draw it. I struggle with the eye test with the big chances before. I've kind of looked at them enough now. I know which ones are going to get picked. Basically, middle of the goal, quite close. The only time the big chances one gets me is when you get headers from corners where the player's well marked and it still goes down as a big chance. But there you go. Daryl, about fair, 1-1. Blades getting into its halfway on. Yeah, that echoes what people have been saying. Lewis is at the Derby game. Excellent. Great to hear from you, Lewis. Good first half. Pressing from Knight for the goal. Clinical finish from Lawrence. Agreed. Also forced Luton into 2 changes. We'll see if those changes can do anything. But Derby, good defensive side. I think might be tied up with Bournemouth for fewest goals conceded. Yeah, they are indeed. Joint fewest goals conceded in the Championship. Will, a little bit longer, I'd be considering bringing on Lowe to help with the link-up play. Yeah, it might be a bad chat. Probably need to just tweak the shape a little bit to do that, unless it be a straight swap for one of the wide boys. Maybe you drop Krissy in, go 4-2-3-1. We will see. Just showing all the goals now on Sky. Was a good assist that by Jason Knight. Sneaks the ball, helps it onto Lawrence. What a season Plymouth are having. Down your way, isn't it, QPR forever? Yeah, they're quality Plymouth, aren't they? Bungalow. Ben, I think Forest came back against Barnsley. Okay. I think they can do it. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I think they're 1-0 down at half-time. Yeah, good shout. I would do anything for Ryan Lowe. It's going to sound like a Meatloaf song, Daniel. And I would do anything for love. No one clip that, please. Jay Spearing scoring for Tremor. How old is Jay Spearing? Goodness me. Darby are creeping closer to us, says Matt, looking at the bottom of the table. Right. I don't think I'm going to have time to take a break, this one. Let's rattle through the results. Sky are just on possibly their last ad break before half-time. We will bring you the lay of the land with everything. Bristol City 1, Forest 0. Looks like we're into second halves because I'm just seeing Oxford 1, Shrewsbury 0. We've literally just had a goal. So, yeah, we will not go anywhere. Oxford seem to have taken the lead against Shrewsbury. Probably one of the first sides to kick off. God, I thought I played Tyrese Campbell watch. The Sky director is all over him. Guy can't do anything without a camera in his face today. Anyway, Bristol City 1, Forest 0 at half-time. Derby 1, Luton 0. Rangers 0, Blackburn 0. Blades 1, Mill 1. Stoke 0. Cherries, Bournemouth 0 in League 1. Cambridge 1. Sheffield Wednesday 0. Charlton 1, Accrington 1. Cheltenham 1, Morecambe 1. Crewe 0, Sunderland 2. They're going second. Fleetwood 0, Burton 1. Gills 0, Donny 0. Lincoln 0, Wimbledon 1. Oxford have just taken the lead. Mark Sykes scored just a minute ago. They lead 1-0 against Shrewsbury. Plymouth 2, Bolton 0. Oh, screw you, Sofa scores. Just resetting my face. There we go. And everybody, stop the count. Pompey 0, Ipswich 1. Can I dream? I'm not sure I can. Rotherham 0, Wickham 0. Big clash there in the top 6 in League 1. Wigan 1, MK 2. Everybody is coming out. There is Jaden Anthony. Just getting warmed up. There was a suggestion. Jamal Lowe may come in the chat. Let's have a look here. Iain, good evening from the New York Stadium. Half-time, it's a 0-0 snooze fest. Who's the more likely, Iain? Have you been chucked off Twitter again, says Chris. Ian's having his bi-monthly Twitter ban. Absolutely tremendous stuff. Jay Spearing is 32, but seems like 40. There we go. Peter Clark, also at Tranmere, age 39, played every minute this season. Tremendous stuff. Nearly as tremendous as Iain getting banned on Twitter again. You absolutely love to see it. There we go. I don't want to click up while he's put that up in case I get banned for for something. It seems mild, let's just say. Guess who's winning, says Jacob. Oxford. You watching that game? I think he is. Right, second half here. Love it, Iain. You naughty boy, Iain. Messing with those big Twitter bullies. Right, Stoke 0, Bournemouth 0. Let me just do a quick reset on the teams for you. We'll bring it up on the screen so it's nice and easy to follow. Still laughing at Iain. Right, we'll give you a time sync as we go. Tim has just got it for Stoke, throwing. Davies in goal for Stoke. Wilmot, Suter, Chester, back three. Smith and Tim in the wing backs. Thompson, Allen, Klukas, midfielders. Powell is not on. Vrancic is on for Powell. I've just missed Mark Sykes' goal as well on the other screen. And Jacob Brown is up top as we await Tyrese Campbell. For Bournemouth, Travers, Stacey, Cahill, Kelly Zamira, Lerma, Kilkenny, Billing, Christy, Solanke, Anthony. And we are just gone over 46 minutes. Are the bands done through AI then looked at by actual humans? I think they're looked at every 3 months or whatever by humans. Yeah. Definitely an automated society there, isn't it? Does AI stand for automated or artificial intelligence, isn't it? There you go, whichever way. Right, here's Jeff Lerma, who would probably get banned from Twitter if he was on there. Is Jeff Lerma on Twitter, anybody? I don't know. He's not on it right now because he's playing centre mid for Bournemouth. Here's Gary Cahill. Steps out to his left. I'm stepping out. Stacey's mum has got it going. No, we're not going to have a song for every player. Christy, Cahill. Christy, Bournemouth just keeping the ball. All in front of Stoke, though. Not too dangerous. Christy knocks it back in to the centre halves. And possession is probably about 90-10 to Bournemouth in this half. Here's Lerma. Stacey. Zamura. Zamura knocks it wide to Anthony. Hugging the touchline. Comes in. Zamura overlaps him. Anthony draws a challenge from Klukas. Billing wins it back. Anthony, excuse me. Zamura inside the box. Zamura tries a clever turn there. Tried to kind of roll it around. And I am seeing Fred Onyedinma running away, celebrating a goal for Luton. Well, all that is going on. We expected a bit of a stiff halftime team talk from Nathan Jones. And Luton, I'm going to press some buttons on my phone. Don't worry, it's to rewind the TV here because I want to see the Luton goal. Do you know what? Yeah, there was a little bit of hands-on there from Joe Allen on Zamura in the box. Let me just wind back quickly so I can see Onyedinma's goal. Darby 1, Luton 1. The Hatters have equalised. I hope it's something to write home about after I've wound back for it. Right, let's have a look. Long throw-in from the right. Looked like it came off the Darby head on the near post. It's not an aesthetically pleasing goal, but I'm sure if we've got any Luton fans in, they won't give a monkeys about that. Luton have equalised. Derby 1. Luton 1. Fred Onyedinma, ex-Millwall. And Wickham winger. Easy for me to say. Luton have equalised. There you go. Goal Luton. Woof. AI is when a Canadian and a Geordie agree. Very nice. Very good indeed. I'll set them up. Enjoy the rest of the game, Iain. Great to hear from you. You're not banned here. You'll never be banned here, Iain. Bristol City 1. Forest 1. Both the East Midlands sides. No, disallowed. Ignore me. No goal at Bristol City. Here's Christy down the right-hand side. And out he goes. When I say disallowed, it might be that the app I'm using has incorrect information. Although they have gone to Johnny Phillips, so we might get to see whatever it is that's just gone on. If they take the Yeah, the ball was in the net. Graben puts it home. He's been flagged offside. I don't know whether we'll get a freeze frame on that one. Lama drives the shot. Audacious effort from the angle, right-hand side of the penalty box. Kind of slices it and it flies over the bar. Krissy popping it in there. Harrogate 2, Tranmere 1. Some fun Tranmere chat earlier. Nearly an own goal by Barbe, says QPR Forever. Matt, tracking Pontefract. 1 game off the FA Cup first round. My lot, Ipswich are playing Oldham in the FA Cup first round. Yes, that is former FA Cup winners Ipswich Town. Krissy hits the shot, spilled, and Bournemouth take the lead, and it's really poor goalkeeping by Adam Davies, and the league leaders are winning again. It's a goalkeeping error, and Solanke sticks it in the net. It's a bit of a pot shot, but Adam Davies is not going to want to see that one again. A bit of a howler from the Bournemouth the Stoke keeper, excuse me. Bournemouth have the lead. They started the second half fairly well, but it's a horrible goal. They were in possession as well. It's really sloppy from Stoke, given away. Christie, I mean, he hits the shot. Okay, there's a bounce. It's dreadful goalkeeping, isn't it? Really bad spillage. And Dom Solanke has scored for Bournemouth. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll bring up the live league table and we'll bring up the top scorers chart as well. But this is looking so good for Bournemouth now. Look at that. They're going to be at 31 points already after 13 games if they win this. We know if you want to get in the top half, about 62. If you want to get in the playoffs, about 74. If you want to get automatic, about 72, in fact. You want to get automatic, you need about 85 on average over the last 10 years. Already got 31 if they win this after 13 games. So that's worth a woof. Well played, Bournemouth. And Scott Parker is undefeated and they lead at unbeaten at home Stoke. It's Stoke 0, Bournemouth 1. I just wanted to flash up the top scorers as well because, look, I know Mitro's on fire, but have a look down there. Can you see on the right-hand side, Dom Solanke's just gone up to 8. He's level with the imperious John Swift, the brilliant Reading number 10. It is Crew 0, Sunderland 3. And everybody, please, a moment of quiet. Portsmouth 0, Ipswich 2. I refuse to get excited, but Ipswich are 2-0 up again. They've been 2-0 up and not won about 5 times this season, I think. But Pompey 0, Ipswich 2, and it's Crew 0, Sunderland 3. Goals in League One. We'll go to your comments in just a sec. We're going to see Ross Stewart scored again, actually. Who needs Charlie Wyke? I suspect if we look it up, can someone look it up for me? How many Ross Stewart has got for Sunderland? Oh, interesting. Morgan Gibbs-White has been red carded for Blades. I think someone mentioned a yellow for him in the first half. Second bookable. Out he goes. Not good game management from Mr. Gibbs-White. I'll come to your comments in just a sec. They've gone to Neil Lennon on Sky as Vrancic tries to feed through Brown. Gibbs-White. What happens here then? Let's find out. Oh, it's for simulation in the box. Gibbs-White has essentially been red carded here for going down in the box and, in the referee's opinion, simulating a foul. Gibbs-White is furious. Blades down to 10 men. Charlton 1, Accrington 2. Harry Pell has scored again and Stoke have hit the post. Oh, and Klukas with the follow-up has missed. Oh, I've done Stoke a few times this season and they've had big chances in these games and not taken them. I was just about to say, Harry Pell has scored again for Accrington. I wonder if that's another free kick because he's been smashing them in. What a chance for Stoke there. Crossed in from the right by Smith. And who was it on the back stick? think it was Thompson. Oh, he's unlucky. It's not a bad hit, actually. Puts it right in the corner. Hits the post. Oh. I promise we'll come to your comments in a sec. We do need to just update here. Accrington lead again against Charlton. As the ball goes in again from Stoke, are they going to lay siege to the Bournemouth goal now? It wouldn't be the first time on one of our watch-alongs. We've seen Stoke do that. Let's have a look. Right. Ball's out for a goal kick. Right, here we go. Solanke, championship player. Well, Stephen, that doesn't really matter, does it? Because he's playing in the championship. Better to be hated for what you are than loved for what you're not. I don't think it's relevant judging someone by Premier League standards while they're playing in the championship. Connor Chaplin, yes, indeed. Tom, do you think Parker is a good coach or a lucky one? Huge budget at Fulham, now far away the best squad at Bournemouth. I appreciate he's at a very early stage of his career. If he takes Bournemouth up, you've got to say he's a good coach, haven't you? To do it. Lightning doesn't strike twice, does it? Does it? 2-0 Ipswich, you can dream. I'm not remotely going to comment. I'm not even going to get excited. Although I might do now. Right. Everybody shut up and pray silence and bow your heads. Portsmouth 0, Ipswich 3. And I'm refusing to get excited in any way, shape or form. Portsmouth 0, Ipswich 3. No comment is all I'm saying. Pompey 0, Ipswich 3. I need to stop saying it. I refuse to believe Ipswich will win at Portsmouth until, they need to be going into stoppage time 3-0 up for me to believe it, put it that way. We've gone to Mark McAdam. Sonny Aluko has scored. Connor Chaplin scored the second one. Hopefully, I think we're going to see both of the goals. Let's have a look here. Evans plays it out wide. In comes the cross. Lovely finish by Connor Chaplin, former Pompey player, of course, with Paul Cook. And here comes the third goal. Chaplin driving forward. Aluko, touch. Oh, this poor Pompey goalkeeper is having the worst game of his life, bless him. Should have saved that, and it just drifts under his arm. And Pompey 0, Ipswich 3. But, yeah, let's not get carried away. Right, I was going through comments here. Gibbs White off, indeed. Bournemouth haven't conceded in over 500 minutes away from home. Woof. A yellow card is out, I think, for Jordan Zamora here. Ooh. Yeah. Yellow card for Zamora. And a restart for Stoke. I got a bit confused then, guys. It was right on the edge of a penalty box, and I thought, goodness me, is that a pen? I think we're going to see the Harry Pell goal now for Accrington as well. Sam Klukas has gone down. So tap in that one. Worth. Ref got that spot on in terms of Gibbs White, says Alex. Let's have a look. Could it possibly be a point for Ipswich? I think they might scrape one in. We will see. Derby 2, Luton 1. Derby go back in front against Luton. Derby 2, Luton 1. QPR changed Dazelle off, Amos on. It's not quite happened for him yet at QPR. Could this be the end of the Cowleys? I think, didn't they lose 4-1 at Rotherham at the weekend? Oh, driven right through the keeper, actually, by Jason Knight. I think Sluga's sat on his backside there thinking, I should have saved that one. Klukas out, Surridge in. So Vrancic will drop back into midfield. Surridge is going to go and join Jaden Brown. Jacob, for God's sake. Jacob Brown up front. FFS Luton yet again. Darby lead. Looks like the keeper should have saved that one. Stephen Knight, who got the assist for the first goal, driving it right through the keeper. Sam Surridge, as we said, has come on for Stoke. Oh, I didn't get the obvious narrative. Former Bournemouth player Sam Surridge has come on. So can he do that thing where you score against your own club? There you go. Jacob thinks he might. No Surridge. I think Pompey's goalkeeper is the one who saved Ronaldo's pet. Is he really? Oh, dear. He's not having a good game, Callum. Bless him. We don't want to pile in on any player on this channel, but yeah, he's had a dreadful game, poor fella. Stoke 0, Bournemouth 1 in this one. 61 gone. Here comes Zamira. Feeds that in to Billing. And I think Stoke fans are going to start looking at the bench and Tyrese Campbell for a fairy tale comeback, don't you think, here? They're going to want him to come on and grab the equaliser in this one, aren't they? Another throw in to Bournemouth. Ed Upson, red carded. Professional foul handball. I like that. Cheltenham 2, Morecambe 1 in League 1. Cheltenham have the lead against Morecambe. I think they were 1 up and then pegged back. I think that's the order of goals. 2-1. Benny should have saved it. No excuse. I know. I'm sure he knows as well. We don't like to pile in, though. Bless him. Carl Joseph, the goal scorer for Cheltenham. Am I right in saying, was there a Kyle Joseph that went to Swansea from Wigan? Am I right? Or from Scotland somewhere? I can't remember. Is that the same guy? Someone will know. Down the right wing comes Krissy. Knocks that one inside. Here's Zamira. Tries to get it out of his feet for the shot. Into the box. Goes down, nothing given. It's crowded out in the end. And Bournemouth are managing this fairly well, I think. There was that quick rally from Stoke, wasn't there? And Klukas... Was it Klukas? I think it might have been Thompson. Hit the post. Excuse me, it was Thompson, wasn't it? But now I just keep seeing the ball up the Bournemouth end. Forgive me, I'm across a pad of paper, 2 screens of phone, and trying to run this one as well. Oh, dear. Charlton 1, Accrington 3. I like Nigel Adkins, but he's going to get fired at this rate, isn't he? Charlton 1, Accrington 3. I wonder if Harry Pell's got the hat-trick. No, he hasn't. Ethan Hamilton is the goal scorer. Here's Billing trying to get in the box. He is a awkward customer, Billing, isn't he? He's kind of skillful, but sort of lanky and good reach with his legs and everything at the same time. He's an awkward one to play against. Oh, I'm just seeing Zamira. I wonder if that was a... Oh, yeah, it's a penalty, isn't it? Do you know what? I didn't spot that in real time. Yeah, looked very much like, and we'll give the ref a pass. He had to watch that in real time. I couldn't even spot that from the TV screen. It looked like Zamira was fouled by Wilmot, lazy leg. Probably should have been a penalty for Bournemouth. Might need to see another replay. That corner comes in. Suter heads out, volley back by Stacey, deflected wide. Yeah, they'll probably show another replay of that on Sky. Looks like Bournemouth should have had a penalty. Zamira had beaten Wilmot, and he just stuck his leg out behind him. Silly attempt at a tackle, and probably should have been a penalty. Give me your thoughts on that if you're watching on Sky. But yeah, looked like pretty, often I plead the fifth on this one and say, look, you can imagine that going either way. that one looked a pretty nailed on one, to be blindly honest. I didn't spot it in real time, I have to say. So we'll give referee WhiteHartDane a pass on that one. Cheltenham 3, Morecambe 1. Looks like Cheltenham have gone out of sight in the space of a couple of minutes there, and they're going to get the win against Morecambe. Carl Joseph again. Did we find out whether that was the same guy? There we go. Bungalow. Signed Joseph from Wigan, currently out on loan. Okay. Nice. Yeah, clear penalty. Should have been I think you guys agree with me there. Yeah, Penn can't be helped. Griezmann sent off. There you go. All fun and games in the Champions League. Oh, here comes Surridge crosses in. Really good tackle. Whoever said Gary Cahill finds the championship quite easily. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Just completely in the right place there. Gets his distances spot on here, Cahill. Runs back, judges it, narrows the angle, intercepts. Great defending by Cahill to intercept Surridge's cross. In comes the corner for Stoke. Suter is there. Well marshalled. Still Stoke 0. Bournemouth 1. 66-27 gone on. Billing is basically Quainer with self-belief. We had Colin Quainer on loan at Ipswich. Bless him. I'll give my normal answer to that. Don't judge players coming in on loan at Ipswich in the last 5 years. Not a fun place to come and play in the main. Butterworth off, Gallagher on, I think, if I've read that the right way round. Here is Lerma to Stacey. Bournemouth look good, actually, don't they? Although there was just that quick counter-attack, wasn't it, from Stoke? So they're still hanging in there, but Bournemouth are taking the 3 points as, things stand. Christie. Oh, Christie tries to feed to Billing. Dangerous as ever. Surridge. Out to Smith. Wilmot. Suter. Chester. Oh, Chester nearly got robbed there. Timon. Excuse me. Chester to Vrancic. Vrancic pokes it on. Clipped over the top. Brown is offside. And I've got the hiccups. And this is the first time this has ever happened during a watch-along. Woof. Griezmann straight red, very high boot, and he was on a hat-trick as well. Tom, I know it's easy to say standard refs in the champ this year is woeful. Oh, I don't know about that. Did you see the foul on Gyökeres not given? And of course waved away. Look, they need VAR, don't they? I personally don't think it's plausible to do the job now without it when the Premier League refs have it. So they just need some help, don't they? 9 times out of 10, when you see them make a bad call, you can let them off because it's just such a hard job. Cross into the back post. Oh, Anthony was nearly there. Yes, I do acknowledge there's the odd blooper, but in the main, I think they do a decent enough job, but they need some help, don't they? Bless them. Even the screen, for God's sake, for referrals or what have you. Chance to check stuff back, pace of the game and all that. But there you go. Brown to the edge of the box. Smith crosses, headed away by guess who? Cahill. And the volley driven in. I suspect when I ask you for your man of the matches, Cahill's name might come up. I think Warnock would disagree. I think a lot of people would disagree. I don't know. I just always try and come from a position of empathy for referees. And ladies and gentlemen, Tyrese Campbell watch is over. It's been a fun series, speculating on him coming back every week. But he's now about to come on, the massively highly rated player for Stoke City. Is he fit? Is he anywhere near as good as he was last season? If he is, hold on tight Tyrese Campbell is back for Stoke. Great to see him back. Can we officially add Cahill to the cigar list? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Who else is on it? Willy Bolly. Willy Bolly's the king of the cigar list, isn't he? Pablo Hernandez. Players that don't have to run in the championship, yeah. Oh, here's that chance. I think Anir was mentioning this. I think that might actually be a good save by Samba. Wells hits the post. Looks like Bruce Samba got a hand to that. Wells agrees, actually. He's appealing for a corner. Out it goes. Goal kick to Stoke. Stacey wanted the Bournemouth corner. Crew 0. Sunderland 4. Sunderland scraping in at Crew tonight. Here's Thompson. Oh, Thompson placed that one over the top. Campbell, I suspect if he touched that, the flag would have gone up. He's sprinting absolutely fine. I assume he's been rehabilitated to the nth degree. Luke, not the fact that the Championship don't have the money to pay for VAR. Yeah, I'm sure if they wanted to install it, they could. Help out these poor blooming refs. The standard they're held to is not possible for one human being with one pair of eyes. Morsey gets a yellow. You love to see it. Bring it on. Bull subbed. Austin on. QPR are going for it then. Smith's 86. By the look of it. The referee's alphabet by half man, half... I don't know that, Alfonso. Send me that on Twitter. I'd be interested to hear that. Half man, half biscuit. Is it sympathetic to those poor referees? And there is Kevin Campbell in the crowd. Tyrese's dad, great player for Arsenal, Kevin Campbell. Remember him partnering Ian Wright, Alan Smith up front for Arsenal in the 90s. Great player. Went to Everton as well, Kevin Campbell. Nottingham Forest in the Championship. Bossed it for them. Just a good player. Campbell. And Bournemouth are still having so much of the ball at 1-0 up. Stoke fans would want to see a bit more intensity. Here's Zamura. Solanke, great feet. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, he did that so beautifully well. The first bit, Solanke wrapped it towards the top corner and hit the crossbar. Oh, he would have been such a good goal, that. He controlled the ball so well, beat his man, and then smacked the bar. Bournemouth are now in, if we don't win this game, we're going to be gutted mode, I think, especially given that potential penalty shout that was not given. Oh, goodness me. He tried to smash it in. That was the only thing. But what a brilliant turn by Solanke first off to change direction. Look at that. Outside of the right foot, completely does Suter, who's a good defender, smacks it against the crossbar. Really unlucky there after a great bit of skill first off. Oldham got a goal back in their game. That scrolled up too far. Everybody silence. Everybody be quiet, because I think I might be looking at an Ipswich win today. But everybody shut up. It's Portsmouth 0, Ipswich 4. Portsmouth 0, Ipswich 4, with 75 gone. Is it okay for me to assume that my lot are going to get 3 points tonight? Let me know in the chat. Ipswich are 4-0 up at Pompey. Unbelievable scenes. Let's do one. Wow! Ipswich lead 4-0. I'm possibly going to get excited now at 4-0. They can't possibly draw 4-4 from a 4-0 lead at 75 minutes. Wes Burns had scored for Ipswich, and the Cowleys are in big, big trouble. Woof. Let's put all of these ones up. 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. Woof. Yeah, 4-4. Absolutely. 74 gone in this one. Stoke 0, Bournemouth 1. Tyrese Campbell into the game. Dom Solanke furious. He thought he was fouled. Went for a bit of a revenge tackle. Charlton 2, Accrington 3. Charlton have got 1 back. I'm sure the home fans will still be preferring a win in that one. But, hey, maybe they can scrape a point from an unlikely position. Mr. E, agree with you about referees. Must all bear in mind we're all biased. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've watched plenty of games where ref has been fine, but, oh, God, yeah. Honestly, and I'm not having a pop at anyone in particular, often referees are an easy target for football fans that sometimes we've seen them all in games, can't quite process what's going on in front of them and tend to just focus in on the referee, or angry people who just want to go to football to shout at somebody. So, yeah, it does happen. But I'm not suggesting, I think it was Tom who put the original comment, I'm not suggesting they don't make mistakes. I just feel referees, and not just referees, most positions in life try and come from a position of empathy first off. Ipswich will somehow win 4-3 after Pompey hit the fire in the 98th minute. Stop it. Can't be 4-4. Ipswich win, I hope so. Daniel, still undecided if to pay for the red button tomorrow. Well, if you don't, Daniel, we will be here covering Swans versus West Brom, so you can come and join us. Gillingham 1, Doncaster 0. I think Doncaster are bottom, aren't they? Not good. Solanke tries to get through there. Gillingham 1, Doncaster 0. Let me just double check that one. Actually, I can do it on this monitor. Can't I, without upsetting anybody here? Yeah, Doncaster well bottom as well. Going to be 7 points adrift. And Gillingham is a rival in that bottom 4 picture as well. So really a bad goal, that one, for Doncaster to concede at home to the Gills. 77 gone. Looks like Ryan Krissy taking a whack on his left shin there. I remember in Ipswich with 4-1 up against Darby. Oh, me too. Steve McLaren's first game, wasn't it? I also remember Ipswich being 3-0 down at Barnsley with about 6 minutes left or something and drawing 3-3. Anyone remember that one? Like 1996 or something? Someone look it up. I'm not on Twitter, but the song's... Oh, I won't remember. That was the thing. If you don't send it to me, I won't remember. Alex. Me and my friend Dan Turnbull are upset. What happens now at Club Barnsley? Manager's most definitely the issue. I know Dan's upset. He's not been a happy camper. Stuart O'Keefe is the goal scorer for Gillingham. Look, Bournemouth are heading at the moment for 31 points in this one. Stoke have not had a shot on target. Sky Sports are telling me on the screen here. And there is about 11 minutes to go. Tom, yeah, referee Gillett was very good, wasn't he? Is he like Aussie or Kiwi or something? He got promoted to... They nearly promoted referee Stroud to the Premier League as well, didn't they? Much to everybody's surprise. But look, I know I have a laugh at referee Stroud and referee Langford as well, particularly. But their job's impossible. It's absolutely impossible, isn't it? Because the standard they're held to is people want them to get 100% accuracy, don't they? And I know people argue to me back, oh, no, we don't expect 100% accuracy. People do. They expect every decision to be correct. And without tech help, even with tech help, I don't even know whether that's going to happen. I think we're going to see the 4th Ipswich goal. I might bask in the glory of this from Wes Burns. I hope the poor keeper doesn't make another mistake for this one. Oh, here's a chance. Take to the box. Oh, Campbell. Was that his moment? Yeah, Burns from the cutback. Sticks it through the keeper. Fiseo Delibashiru has equalised for Sheffield Wednesday. Is he related to Tom Delibashiru? It's Cambridge 1, Wednesday 1. So I must stop doing that annoying Juan thing. I don't even know why I'm doing it. Irritated even myself then. Wouldn't be the first time. 10 minutes to go here. Stoke 0, Bournemouth 1. I remember Marcus Stewart getting revenge on Town's owner at Portman Road. Oh, yes. And, quick name drop, I served him in the Belster Brick Hotel the night before that match. Served him his room service. I like to think I'm responsible for the winning goal that he scored, obviously. Steve Bruce, the manager there, he's been in the news. Tom Deli-Bashiri's brother. There you go. Not a common name, I have to say. So I assume so. Huge goal conceded by Doncaster. Yeah, they are getting to the point. I know we talk about teams that bang a load of points on early in the season just have to be okay for the rest of the season. In the same way, teams that really put themselves well bottom, put themselves in a position where unless they're essentially in top 6 form for the rest of the season, they struggle not to go down, if you know what I mean. So it can change, but yes. Ben, have to go now. Be here for the Swans tomorrow. Nice one, Bungalow. We will see you soon. Someone called Messi scored. He'll do that. We'll only truly appreciate him when he's done, won't we? Cahill. Stacey. Christy. They're trying to play Stacey down the line. Over here, Stacey applauds the idea. Not good. Do you know what? We were talking about Bournemouth sticking a flag in the stand in the ground for automatic promotion here. I don't think I would say they've looked comfortable. They haven't looked uncomfortable, though, have they? Oh, some of our friends are going to be happy in the chat here. QPR, oh, 2 goals. QPR 1, Blackburn 0, and Darby 2, Luton 2. An equaliser for Luton, and Rangers have the lead. I think that puts them in the top 6, doesn't it? We will check the live league table. Derby 2, Luton 2. Luton get back level. Ilias Chair is the goal scorer for QPR. They lead against Blackburn. And do you know what? We haven't done it all night. Let's go to the live league table where there's going to be top 6 action. Although, let's have a look at this Luton equaliser. Oh, that's a big climb. Adebayo. I mean, the keeper will be disappointed to come and not get that. It's a good climb, though, by Adebayo and guides the header nicely into the corner. I'm sure Derby fans will be saying, if you come, you've got to catch that. But 2 things can be true, and it's a good climb and guided header by Adebayo to make it 2-2. And hopefully we're going to see Ilias Chair's goal. Ilias Chair is like Michael Schumacher. When it starts raining, he excels. Here's Tyrese Campbell going through. Campbell, oh, was that the moment Travers narrowed the angle and Campbell can't find a dink or a nutmeg there. Right. We're going to see Ilias Chair's goal now from the KPF. Here is Chair in the 10 position. He's going to go right-footed, isn't he? And he's, oh, it's a filthy goal by Chair. Bends that round. I guess Kaminsky in the Blackburn goal. I haven't checked the teams, I assume. And QPR lead. Right, let's go to the live league table. Like we promised you. And Bournemouth going clear. QPR not only are going into the top 6, but Stoke are losing. I hadn't fathomed that side of it. They're going to go 5th if all stays the same. Could be a good night for Rangers. Could be a good night for Bristol City as well. They are leading. Luton have just drawn level. So they're heading for 18 points rather than 17. What am I seeing from the Millwall game? Oh, close rebound. I think it's Mason Bennett. Yeah, just slides it around the post from close range on the rebound. Couldn't quite react quickly enough. Blackburn are losing. They're going to drop to 11th. Blades and Millwall tied there tied up on 16 points. Remember, Blades have 10 men. Darby down the bottom there were winning. Luton have since levelled up. So it'll only be 4 points. It looks like a paltry total. Would be 16, obviously, if they hadn't been deducted 12 points. Here is Stacey swings that across. Davis doesn't go for it. And when we look back at this game, we will be talking about a mistake by the Stoke keeper, Adam Davies. Bournemouth seem to be catching a lot of teams on an off day. Yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe that's not the case, and maybe they're better than we suspected. They might be. Can I vote Chair's goal in the review? Beans, you asked so nicely. Yes, you could. What's Ipswich's goal difference looking like? Not very good, but their goals scored. Most goals scored in the entire division. Portman Road, most goals scored in any stadium in the world, I think, this season. Been so many. Chair will tear you apart. Say Joy Division. 86-12 gone. Surridge penalised for a foul on good old Jeff Lerma. Oh, I think I've got that the wrong way round. Sorry, Jeff Lerma penalised. Good old Jeff Lerma penalised for a foul on Surridge. Oxford 2, Shrewsbury 0. Brannigan drills that one in, bounces it in front of the keeper. 2-0 Oxford. Vrancic pops the free kick and looking for Big Suitor at the back post. And there he is again. We talked about Gary Cahill. I know we have fun and games with Jeff Lerma, but he's, in terms of a defensive midfielder, being in the right place at the right time, he ain't half made doing that look quite easy tonight. What am I doing? Oxford 2, Shrews 0. Let's get that one up. Kev, Sunderland, Ipswich, killing it tonight. Great stream as always. You're more confident, I think, as a Sunderland fan. Ipswich, I think Luton just hit the bar as well in the game against Derby. Kev's more confident as a Sunderland fan than I am as an Ipswich fan. Although he'd probably tell me Sunderland tend to get in the playoffs and not win them, don't they? But yeah, I need Ipswich to go into minute 94 0 up for me to believe they're going to win this season, given how many leads they have surrendered. Super slow motion replay on Phil Billing. The ball hit his arm with it right against his body. For me, it's not a handball, not in an unnatural position at all, really, and therefore deliberate. Jordan Zamira right in front of him. I'd hasten to add, if the Bournemouth penalty didn't get given and that one did get given, I think there'd be uproar. Penalty Forest. Oh, goodness me. Late one there, 90th minute. I assume Lewis Graben will be about to take this one if he hasn't been subbed off. Penalty for Forest. Penalty for PSG as well in the Champions League. All eyes on Ashton Gate. And this will be gutting for the Bristol City fans. It's gone in. Bristol City won. They just cannot win at home, for God's sake. Another late equaliser in a home game. And yeah, they just can't buy a win at home. I assume Lewis Graben has scored. Lyle Taylor. Oh, there you go. Another good penalty taker. Scores 1-1. Bad news. James, I follow Crest. Was the Adebayo goal decent? It was. He was assisted by Allsop coming right out from goal, but he climbed really well and nodded in. Here comes Timon down the left, 89 gone. Timon crosses back post, all flicked out, and Zamira does well actually to clear that out for a throw in. Bristol Rovers now down to 9 men. Almost like a Joey Barton team has troubles with discipline, hey? Or am I being totally unfair then on good old Joey? Oh my goodness me. Bristol City 1, Forest 2. I do not believe it. Oh, Lyle Taylor has scored again. What are Bristol City doing at home? Taylor scored a penalty, and I think he scored again a minute later. Oh, people say football is 90% psychological. Am I seeing this right? I think they've just had another goal disallowed for 3-1. It's been I thought they'd gone 3-1 up then for a second. Alex Martin coming down right, and it looks like Forest are winning again. It's a parry from Bentley, and Taylor sticks it in. What an awful collapse by Bristol City. Steve Cooper's got the Midas touch at the moment, but Bristol City, their players just cannot see out a home game. Gutting if you're a Bristol City fan. Insanity. And I think they had a goal disallowed as well. Nearly went 3-1 up in the space of 3 minutes there, having been down. Plymouth 3, Bolton 0. No ifs, buts, or maybes about that. Plymouth are going top. Right, sorry. Too much action over at Ashton Gate. We're into stoppage time here. Stoke 0, Bournemouth 1. Phil Billings coming off. Chris Metham's coming on. Sounds like a defensive substitution if ever I heard one. Scotty Parker is just shoring everything up, and he's going to be shoring up the league title very soon if Bournemouth keep going like this. It's going to be 13 undefeated. Mo Salah has scored a penalty for Liverpool. Pray silence. Ipswich have won 4-0. Oh, did you see that? Sheffield United 1, Millwall 2. It looks like the man advantage is going to pay for Millwall late in the game. We think Millwall have just gone 2-1 up at Bramall Lane. Woof. Yes, they have. And we're about to see the goal. Jake Cooper must be from a recycled set play. No, it's not. Jake Cooper has smashed the goal in from outside the box. As soon as I saw his name come up, I was like, he's going to be a back post header from a set play. He's drilled it in from 25 yards. What is going on? Blades 1, Millwall 2. Friend of the channel, Billy Mitchell, I can see celebrating there on the bench. Tremendous stuff from Jake Cooper there. And yeah, I got that one wrong. Goodness me. Stephen, you legend. Lovely super chat from Stephen. Very, very kind. Cue the devastating 60-mile drive home on a school night. Poor show tonight. Thank you so much, Stephen. So kind. There's still time, though. Thank you for your super chat, Stephen. Really, really kind. Peter, well done, Ipswich. When did they last win 4-0? I've got no idea. They beat Reading 4-0 under, it was after Mick McCarthy went. Oh, my God. In the Plymouth game, the pitch is completely waterlogged. It's the most farcical goal I think I've ever seen. That must be close to being called off if it wasn't deep into injury time. Goodness me. Thank you again, Stephen, for the super chat. So kind. Right, Stoke free kick, 93.05 on the clock. If Mario Vrancic was playing for Norwich, we'd expect him to bang this in the top corner. So let's see what he can do for Stoke. Here, it's a long way out, but he's a great player. Here comes Vrancic, left-footed. Vrancic on target. Trevor's taking no chances. I think he probably could have caught it and pushed out. Here comes Stoke, 93.30 on the clock. Oh, headed on. I think that's going to be a goal kick. And in stoppage time, goalkeepers can often kill 30 seconds after a restart. So I think they'll take this over the 94-minute mark. Full time's coming in. QPR 1, Blackburn 0. QPR are going 5th by the look of it. Millwall 2-1. Yes, Millwall. I give up on this team and sympathies. There's losing and there's losing like that, which is just gutting, isn't it? Late on in the game. That's it. QPR 1, Blackburn 0. Well played, Rangers. They get the win. How is that Plymouth game still going on? I suspect they just want to get it done now because of one team's in the lead by a couple of goals. But yeah, it looked ridiculous, didn't it? Ball was barely moving. Ryan Christie has been given man of the match by Sky. Fair enough, say I. Derby 2, Luton 2 is a full time. We've got 20 seconds left. Here is Dom Solanke heading for the corner. And it looks like Bournemouth very much heading for 3 points here. There's about 10 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. And again, I don't want to say they've looked comfortable, but they haven't looked uncomfortable, have they, Bournemouth? Dom Solanke following up and getting the goal after a bit of a spillage by Adam Davies in goal. All eyes on referee Whitestone here. I think he's about to blow for full time. We're still going, though. Zamura has it. Here's Pearson who'd come on as a sub. Ooh, silly back pass. Surridge chases it down. But they've got it clear. And foul on Wilmot. Referee Whitestone is still going. Wilmot's tried to steal about 10 yards from the free kick. Anthony's trying to stand on the ball. They need to launch it forward. We're 43 seconds over the remaining stoppage time. Bournemouth win it back. It's booted down the ground. When's this final whistle coming, guys? We played 96 now. Referee Whitestone's played an extra minute. He's allowed the throw to be taken. I'm still watching the man in the middle. And he's not going to blow his whistle. He's going to let this attack play out by the look of it. It's booted forward. Guess who? Gary Cahill heads it away. Here's Wilmot forward. 96-17 on the clock. And Bournemouth have won... Sorry, Stoke have won a corner. And we are 1.5 minutes now over the, quote, minimum stoppage time. Goodness me. Sheffield United 1, Millwall 2. A late winner there. That's a full time. Here comes Vrancic. Pops the corner in. Oh, it's headed. Oh, I thought it was headed goals by Wilmot. Got my angles wrong. Vrancic. Surely this has got to be over now. Vrancic crosses in. Hits the chest, I think, of Cahill. And there is full time. Goodness me. They went over about 2 minutes over the minimum stoppage time. And it is all over. Well played, Bournemouth. I'll repeat myself. They did not look uncomfortable. Well played, Scott Parker. 13 unbeaten. 31 points already for Bournemouth. Right. We'll get your comments in just a sec. I think, yeah, we've got full house of results here other than Rotherham Wickham in League One. In the Championship, Bristol City were leading 1-0 at 90 minutes. They lost 2-1. Incredible. The Steve Cooper run continues and the terrible Bristol City home form continues. Derby 2, Luton 2. Luton coming back twice in that game, didn't they? I think they were 1-0 down and 2-1 down after Nathan Jones made subs at 31 minutes. He wasn't happy. Chappie, Derby really continuing to put on a surprising number of points on the board. But they need some wins, don't they? QPR 1, Blackburn 0. We'll look at the table, but QPR are going to move 5th. Rovers drop and can be overtaken by a couple more tomorrow. Blades 1, Millwall 2. Red card for Gibbs White. Second yellow was for going down in simulation in the penalty box. And Jake Cooper, who else, drills in a 25-yard winner at the end of the game. Stoke 0, Bournemouth 1. And Bournemouth, you've got to be impressed with. We'd said, you know, have they had easy fixtures? I mean, we've just got to give them credit now, haven't they? Gone away to Stoke, who are undefeated at home. They've got the win. They've got 28 points from 13 games. Really impressive stuff from Bournemouth. They should say played 13 as well, but they have added the points on. Little glitch in the sofa score matrix. There you can see QPR moving up to 5th. Stoke dropping to 6th. Of course, West Brom, Fulham and Coventry all play tomorrow night. Look at Luton. They've gone up to 9th. 8 points from the last 4 for Luton is very, very decent. Bristol City, God, they would have been like 8th or something, wouldn't they, with a victory? And they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Not good at all. Sheffield United, 14th now. And Millwall get the win. They're only their 3rd of the season to join the Blades on 15 points. Is that right? 3, 6, 9, 15. Do you know? I don't know whether that's correct. I think Millwall have got a 4th. Well, yeah, it shouldn't be 3, add 6, add 3. I think Millwall should have 18 points, shouldn't they? I don't think that table is... Let me just hit refresh on that. I think we might have to plead the 5th. I don't think that adds up. Millwall should have played 13 games and there's only 12 up there. Anyway, let's go to your comments while SofaScore figures out the live league table. When did Bournemouth play Fulham? I don't know, but it's got to be on Sky. Yeah, I was thinking that should have been 18 points as well. Up the cherries, indeed. You got to say, take a bow, Scott Parker at the moment. Brilliant stuff. Juicy Jake with Thunderbolt. We are top the league, Will. That's an understatement. Top the league and undefeated and 31 points in 13 games. Sensational. 4 points in 2 away. Agreed, Stephen. I don't know who Luton have got at the weekend, but in context, with a win in the pocket, you'd always take 4 points from 2 away games, wouldn't you? Brilliant stuff. And we'll do it all again tomorrow. Oh, yes, we will. You'll love to see it. Where do refs get this added time from? Honestly, I'd like to see them do this a bit more often because players don't half drip out the stoppage time, don't they? Tom, decent night section. Won't be here tomorrow after Deepdale. Enjoy the game where we haven't won in 19 previous visits. Good luck, my friend. And Robbins has never won as a manager. Okay, even. Nick, evening, sir. 2 mistakes by Luton and Bradley slip for the first. Through the legs of Sluga were the 2 mistakes. Down well to come back. Agreed. Mistake from their keeper. Yeah, well acknowledged there, Nick. Agree with all of that. BBC table we might need to go to. We'll have a look in the second. Luke, get in there, boys. Impressive stuff by Bournemouth. Very, very impressive too. Forest v Fulham on Sunday. I like that. Luton versus Hull. They'll definitely take 4 points then, won't they? They'll think they've got a chance in there. Aaron Presley goal for Wimbledon. Latest on the Brentford goal scorer production line. Right. Let me just do some corrections because the sofa score table was all over the place. So one more time. Bournemouth have won. Brilliant. 31 points from 13 is just sensational, isn't it? QPR up to 5th. Stoke down to 6th, both on 21. Luton in 9th on 18 points. 8 points from 4. Looks good for them. Could get overtaken. No, they couldn't. Could they? Maybe by Middlesbrough. No, they're not going to with that goal difference. So, yes, Luton looking good there. Millwall, 3 wins in 4. Gary Rowett. And up to 10th. Unbelievable. Bristol City dropped to 13th with that ridiculous late collapso there. Nigel Pearson, penny for his thoughts. I'm sure he'll give exactly his thoughts and say exactly what he's thinking in the post-match, as he always does. Blades, home defeat down to 10 men. And they're in 15th. Not good. 15 points from 13. Yeah. Needs to increase that total or the natives really will be restless over there. Derby down at the bottom. You can see our only other participants today. Didn't mention Blackburn, sorry, in 11. 3 defeats in 4 for them, looking good. Derby don't lose many, don't win many either. Anyway, let's have a look here. Rowett in. There you go. Fulham Bournemouth, December the 4th. Can we correct the wrong Saturday? Yeah, not much wrong at Luton, is it? Good side. Chris was a good game at Bramall Lane. Gives White deserved both bookings. 20-yard rocket from Cooper. Who would have thunk it? Hey, Hamza. What have I witnessed with Forest? Forest don't do that to teams. Teams do that to Forest. Well, there you go. Enjoy it. Wickham out of the top 2, but good point at Rotherham, says Matt. Right. I think I'm done. Did you notice I talked? That was like running through a stitch. I talked through the hiccups there. Woof. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Headlines tonight. Brilliant Bournemouth. QPR into the top 6 again. Forest into the top half. Sensational under Cooper. Bristol City collapso again. And Derby and Luton draw. And can I say it? Pompey 0. Ipswich 4. Boom, boom, boom. You love to see it. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you as ever to Luca and his dad, Stephen, for sponsoring us here. Football is nothing without fans. I'm nothing without football. We're nothing without Lou. You, Luca, join me tomorrow night. We do it all over again. We've got 7 games tomorrow as well, in at 5 tonight, obviously, with the League One games. That probably helped. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Swans versus West Brom tomorrow. Check out Championship 365. Recorded that with Ben HD and the second tier boys today. All 4 of us on the show today. Much enjoyed. Let me know if you want to shout out. I'll put it up while the advert's playing. And it's a lovely big over and out. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel, hit the subscribe button, and to be notified every time we upload, ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.